All right, guys. Well, guess what? I found it. Got us a transistor that made sure that it would be compatible. So I did the research. It took me a while to find the 2105 transistor so I could find something compatible. But what we're going to go with is it had an SRF 2105 in it, and we're going to put a Motorola 455 high gain component. They're really, really similar. So it's gonna let me do it. We're getting ready to install it. Just let the gun get good and hot. We're going to start by, I'm going to start by getting, we're going to tie in the collector, and because the way this installs, we want to make sure things are centered. So we're going to hit the collector and the base, and then if we need to do any shifting, I'll show you what I mean. We're going to kind of do this different because it's actually, I think that's going to work with one. Then I'll be able to read the circuit here. Make sure we have things centered. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we put it on the stands. And then we want to verify. Oh my God. Guys, I nailed it. First try. I'll be damned. I nailed it the first damn try. So what this is going to do is center the transistor. So we're making sure that it's centered. Now we're going to pull it back out. The entire board. Now we're going to turn this. Now we're going to solder the opposite side. I am smoking. Now we're going to get the base. Now we're going to get the base. Nice and flat, nice and square. Now we're going to turn it back over. Put it back on its stands. Set it back down. Verify that our holes are centered. Look at that. Centered up nice, literally perfect, which is very hard to do when you're doing a reverse application. meaning the transistor is on the opposite side of the board. So now I'm going to show you how we flow it all up. This is 38. I forgot to 38 on there. HFE. That ain't gonna matter. But I just wanted you all to see. That's what your soldering should look like on the other side. Now I'm gonna take that 38 off. And we're gonna prep the bottom for heat sink compound. Now we'll actually put this gun up. For now, we'll turn the other gun on. How awesome. We're going to turn this into a hell of a little amplifier. Yeah, in just a minute. Let me go grab my vacuum so we can clean all this up. These are neat little... The only reason I'm doing this is because I want to restore this. These are collectors. Normally, I wouldn't even spend any time messing with it. But I decided to rebuild this one, so... All right, guys. So now we got a nice board to work with. Now, I'm completely rebuilding this thing, by the way. So, in case you all never seen how these little circuits work, so this is your positive. Your DC voltage comes in. This is the positive side. You got your cathode and anode on the diode. This is a diode. This is a mechanical chassis mount fixed diode. These diodes you'll see in alternators, but this is a protection diode. If you hook this up backwards, this diode's going to blow open. That's what this is for. So, hope that makes sense. Now, if you look here, the base of the transistor is designed to set right here. They didn't have any compound. They didn't take the time to clean this to make it a deck. And we're going to do all this quite a bit different. So, don't worry, we're going to make it all nice and smooth. We're just roughing it right now. It's a process. One more pull, guys. Now, this is an important part because we got a seat. Now we're not gonna do the compound yet, guys. We still got to make up all our stuff. We're doing the part that's important. So now, we got to make sure that the transistor is going to suck down. So we're going to suck this transistor down. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to change. Let me look here. We're going to change the screws, I do believe. Actually, we may not have to. Cool. Man, this turned out good. So what we're going to do now, look at that, guys. Look at that. So, you know what we're going to do? And I'm teaching you guys something. We're going to flex this transistor down, then take it back out. This is going to set the transistor how it wants to. We're going to seat it. When we do this, because when we go to put the compound down, we want it to seat. And we want it to seat and seat without causing a what did I do? Grab the wrong damn screw? The wrong nut? Yes, I did. That fucking thing down so I can do something here. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do now, there's the right screw. Gotta have the right shit. And that's the point I'm trying to make. There we go. So now we're going to set this. Pay attention to what I do here. So we're going to put my finger on it and set these tabs. Kiss the bottom. Kiss the bottom. Notice that both of the screw depths have set even. Now we're going to unscrew. That tells you that the bottom of the transistor is not kicked, it's not cocked, it's not twisted, it's seated. Now we take this transistor screws back out. We're going to pull the board. And it'll be tricky because you got 4 points of contact going through the hole, through the board. So watch this. As you wiggle it, you've got to bring it straight out. Now, we'll push these two so we don't do that, mixing those up again. Now is where things start to happen. So if you look, we're just going to dump them. Now, if you look, folks, the bottom of that transistor is seated to be square with the towers, which are these towers. And you know that that seat is happy. So we're going to set this. And what I like to do is set it, the transistor somewhere so the transistor's not hitting anything. Of course, I need to use, we're going to set it right here. I'm going to tear about this much tape off. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. You kind of can. Let me zoom out so you can see. I am zoomed out. All right, good deal. Back up some. All right. So now I'm going to set this upside down just in a way it's not going to hurt anything. Now we're going to take a pair of scissors. Take a pair of scissors. And we're going to cut some of this tape, paper tape. We're going to cut it half in two. And y'all know I have trouble with my hands, so bear with me. We'll set that aside. We'll cut this half in two again. And what we're going to do here, Now what I'm doing, stepping up. Now what I'm going to do, put the bottom screw on. Now we're not going to tighten anything until we get both screws. Kind of like doing a wheel on a car. You get it seated, both sides. Okay, now, before we do any more here, so we're going to seat them with thumb and index finger. Now I'm going to grab my pliers. We're going to grab the nut. And we're going to go a quarter turn. I'll go to the next one. We're going to go a quarter turn. Done. Don't do no more. Now, we're going to come right in here. Grab a star washer. If you look at the star washer, the fingers go one way. Those fingers go down. Like that. Put one on each corner. Now this next part will be it's going to be difficult, but it's the only way you can do these. It's the way they make them. So you just got to get in here and work in the tight areas. Get this star washer in here. get its nut. And last but not least, we're going to come in here. We're going to take this switch. Obviously goes, that's the top. Obviously, you can read it. I want the switch to go in some more. So we're going to set the screw. I want the switch to go slightly more. We're going to set the thing on the SO239 connectors. It will not hurt it. We'll stick our finger in the back. We're going to come over here. Dig out our switch pattern. And dig out our switch nut. So now, we're going to put our on and off tab in. It's got a little finger that it sets in. And we're going to put now we're going to tighten that, dude. And I don't want the tab moving like that, so I'm going to hold it and turn it. Now I'll let the tab move till straight up and down. All right. Now the switch is in. Now for the difficult stuff. It won't be too bad. So now, we're going to turn it back around here. Okay. That's going to go to the positive side of the cap. That's the positive side of the cap. That's going to go to the bottom. That goes to the SO239 connector. That's done made. That goes to the ground side of the input. Okay. Very, very simple stuff, guys. We'll go there. All right. I love doing this kind of stuff. So now I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to build this whole amplifier. Because I know all this is brand new. I just rebuilt it. So we built it together. So now we're going to come over here. And we're just going to go through this together. So we got to start. So we're going to go. This guy's going to go down here to ground. Going to have to do it away from you guys, though. No big deal. Just like that. Let's get this sucked back. You gotta have 2 pliers to do this, as you gotta have 1 to hold. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We don't need that much. We don't need that much. Just like that. So I'm going to clip that, and we're going to do the same technique one more time. So we're going to grab, and then we'll come in here. No, that's okay. Let's do this. Justin. Beautiful. There we go. There we go. One more time. There we go. Now we'll tin that baby up. Get our tools that we're going to be using kind of away from us. Alright. So now we got output. We got to get, we need to put a little bit of heat shrink on this one. I dropped it in there, didn't I? Yep. So that'll go over yonder. Alright, guys. We're going to attempt to do this with the light gun. We might have to. Come on. Right there. Alright. Now we got to get a little bit of focus here. Let's make it happen, guys. Alright, so what we're going to do, so we don't have to wrestle with this shit. Now I'll put this back. We're going to get our hot gun now, so we don't have to sit here. Because we got this whole tap, and then this diode is going to try to take all the temperature. And we're going to be wrestling with it. So instead of doing that, we're going to do things the right way. Get the right gun out here. We got that screw to put in, but we'll put that in afterwards. We've got $10. We got to tin that up. That'll be. We'll be able to do that. Just seeing if I can get to it. We gotta tin that. Then we gotta bring that down. Let this gun get hot. Right there to the center. Airport 9 in New York, you're still making a hell of a trip up to Chicago. 1775 Illinois, wave a hand.
you. You're sounding great around New York. I appreciate you. God bless you and the family. Good job. I don't believe that. There's a lot of bigger dogs than me. I'm just a small mud duck in a big old pond. But thanks for those flowers. I do appreciate it. 73's man. Happy hunting out there. Sounding great, man. I appreciate you. We'll do it again. Girlfriend, New York. 73. Good job.
So hard to see. Okay. There it is.
It's a little high, but it sounds good. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think how about that great? How about that great? You're snapping the needles off, ladies and gentlemen. One needle at a time. No doubt about it. Just how it sounds. Snap the needles. How's yourself? Any better? Why bend them? You can snap them off. They've been bending them for over 50 years and they're still doing it. Oh, yeah, potential loss. Sometimes it has good days, sometimes it has bad days. It always depends. My wife's mother's the matriarch. She's the only one left out of 14. I'm one of the three of us out of one amateur and two in winter. No, wait a minute. Yeah, two in winter, one amateur. 1747. You're across the Ohio. Good to hear you, sir. Good to hear you, too. Good work. 347. You're across the Ohio. You as well. The radio's out. I'm also running a 7300. That's the one I favor. Yeah, audio. Yeah, I got everything. What do you say? Neutral. I didn't raise the.
Cold. That's why. I guess everybody's different though, because it all depends on your voice, so you know, some people hello, Big Sean in Iowa. Sounding beautiful around New York. You guys are very nice. God bless you. I ended up with neutral. No, it sounds good. I don't know. Somebody just said unbelievable. Sounds good as well. Thank you. Well, you might take yourself a little bit, but I think Big Sean's sounding great around New York. I got you a 15 dB, great audio, great signal. Big Sean, Iowa.
Roger Society.
That's scary.
Oh, I heard somebody saying how about that 239 out there, man. They got a rough, man. I heard you with all the best of you. God bless you. They got a little rough.
No, that's not the input. That's the input.
Roger on the triple nine. Something good to hear in Michigan as well. You got Minneapolis radio. Minneapolis radio, man, you're sounding beautiful. I got you 9 dB. Your great signal. Minneapolis radio, your friend. 239 New York. God bless you, 73.
I know.
You are blowing smoke, sounding beautiful. I appreciate you. And save the flowers for yourself. I got you at over 15 dB. Great audio, great signal. Thank you. Lewis, choice up here in New York, 281, saying hello.
It's all right. We'll get it. We're just. There we go. Now we're going to take and we're going to put it together. A little bit bigger bite. Push it against that diode. Push it over. How's it about? Wow. All right. So now we're going to take and we're going to put this one. Goes to the modulation light. Which therefore drives the modulation light, drives the output, which is the output leg. There you go. All right. Just basic circuit reading. So now we'll take this leg. This drives our output, our modulation light. And then this goes to our input, which brings the input, output. Beautiful. All right, this ought to be. Don't matter. We already have. Let's go ahead and put a. My bad. I know better than that. What I mean is I'm dealing with a type of wire that you really need to scratch. That'll work. And so now it's pretty easy from here. And we want to go across that, so we need to insulate. Okay. Get us a piece of insulation. And slide over that. And then we're going to heat that down. And then we'll heat the bottom. Beautiful. Now this is a really nice restoration, guys. Really clean, good work. We're almost done here. So we're going to do it. It's going to be a little bit goofy here, but so what I've got to do is I don't like it. All right. I didn't like it. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to solder with my left. Now we're in the eyelet. Everything's, sometimes you just got to I feel like that's too long. I do. I feel like. Now, when you're working these kind of wires, always scratch them. And then because you know you got a broke wire off in the eyelet, always suck it out. Like that. Now we're going to come in here. I'm going to take this a little bit deeper. There we go. Now I'm going to cut the tip, scratch, re-tin, Now I want you to look at the detail. Now I know some of you probably give me shit. Now that we're completely done with it, I like it. Very nice repair. We'll have to test it here. And then we'll have to chain it with the capacitor, variable Argos, get it all tuned back up to that transistor. But I can guarantee you, we at least have a working amplifier now. We will. I dropped my damn. There we go. That's a $high shit. I didn't want it to roll underneath it. So nobody ever watches anything. Repairs. Nobody watches the repairs, man. Are you kidding? Damn, that's pretty damn clean. I'm pretty proud of myself. That's pretty damn clean. So I just rebuilt that whole damn thing. Let me get you guys over here. I'll get this thing cleaned off. I'm ready to talk on the radio. Anyway, I'm done. We'll eventually hook it up, but I know it'll work. I just rebuilt this from the ground, from the scratch. Completely went through it, and I want you all to see the quality of the work. You guys can tell me what you think. So I rebuilt the whole amplifier. So all this in the back, all this, every bit of this work, y'all just watch me do. So all that stuff there, we tied all that in. Obviously put a new transistor in it. Sorry, my boom fell. This shit pisses me off. It's like I can't catch a break, man. And this thing don't know it yet, but I'm fixing to super glue it in one spot. In fact, well, I can't, because then I can't use it on the radio. Anyways, I just rebuilt that from scratch. It had a I get this boom where it'll stay up. This is the damn Motorola that come out of it. Where's the Motorola that come out of it? The 2051 that come out of it. That's strange. Maybe I already threw it away. Not normally. I don't know what I do. Anyways, it's all rebuilt. I don't know what I did with the Motorola that came out of it. Now, where in the hell did that go? That's my exact point, man. Like, did I walk off with it into another room or something? I don't normally throw it away, even if it's bad. I wouldn't throw it in the garbage. Like, I don't know. It was sitting right here. Maybe I walked off with it. Anyway, I know it's here. Maybe I'm looking to see if I knocked it in the floor here somewhere. Maybe I did throw it away. I mean, it's bad, so I probably did. I don't remember throwing it away. I bet I did, though. Nope, it's right here. It's right here. I don't normally do it. I got to put that screw in that corner. So this is what came out of it, guys. Let me get you all light. This is what came out of it. This is the 2105. It's equivalent to a 455. It's bad. So we stuck a high gain 455. That's what we just rebuilt, guys. Y'all been watching if you've been watching. Look at the detail. Look at the solder work. That's the kind of work you get when I when I fix stuff. Make that a cool diode circuit. So you got cathode, anode, at positive, negative, and this is the protection diode. RF comes in on the input, comes out modulation light. So when you key up, this is the power light. Sorry about that. Anyways, we'll do a test on it here in a little bit. I gotta get this shit all cleaned up. I'm glad I found that transistor because that would have bothered me. Anyways, it's bad. It's reading as a diode. I want to go ahead and put a permanent X on the back of it. Put it in with all my bucket of bad ones. This is the one that was in it. And I guess I'll set you guys up to see how much battery we got because I've been doing a bunch of. Oh, you still got some. Take this boom light off. And we'll adjust the boom length. DX1's fixing to be booming in too, ladies and gentlemen. So just hang tight. One more boom. That shit happened. I don't understand why it's doing that. You stupid motherfucker. Is that the one that's taped? Weird as hell. Why is it so bright? What in the hell is going on? I tell you, it's doing something weird, guys. I don't know why it's so bright. And it won't. That's weird as hell. I don't know what's going on. All right, guys. Y'all be good.